Today, we're going to do something really cool. We're diving into a classic Urdu fairy tale called The Magical Rabbit to uncover the timeless hero's journey structure that's hidden right inside this amazing story. Let's get into it. You know, every great story has that one moment that kicks everything off, right? The call to adventure. And for our hero, Prince Abdullah, that call came from his dying father's, well, his strangely specific last wish. This isn't just a simple request. It's the official starting pistol for everything that's about to happen. So this really urgent, deeply personal mission is what gets the whole story rolling. It yanks the prince right out of the safety and comfort of his kingdom and throws him into a world filled with unexpected dangers and some pretty powerful magic. Okay, so here's the setup. Prince Abdullah leaves the Greenwood Kingdom to make his sick father's wish come true. He goes into the forest, and almost right away, he spots a beautiful white rabbit. But as he starts chasing it, it becomes pretty clear this is no ordinary rabbit. It leads him on this wild chase deeper and deeper into the woods, straight to the mouth of a dark, spooky-looking cave. And this chase, it's so much more than just a chase. Abdullah is literally crossing a threshold here. He's leaving the world he knows behind and stepping into a whole supernatural realm, one that's ruled by a very powerful and not so friendly force. So he gets inside the cave and boom, the hunt is over. But not in the way he thought it would be. He finds himself face to face with a terrifying demon fairy who, with just a flick of her wrist, traps him inside a cage. Just like that, his noble quest has officially become a total nightmare. But later that night, a rescuer shows up. The cage door just swings open, and standing there is the most beautiful woman Abdullah has ever seen. She tells him the shocking truth. She's Princess Nawahal, and, get this, she is the very rabbit he was chasing. The demon fairy cursed her to change her form depending on whether it's day or night. What's so fascinating here is what Nawahal tells him. I mean, Abdullah is obviously captivated by her beauty, but she's practical. She urges him to get out of there while he still can. She's reminding him and us that her human form and this shot at freedom is not going to last forever. So he listens to her, he escapes, and he heads home. But his journey is far from over. Actually, it's about to take a really tragic turn that's going to strip him of everything he knows and lead to this huge personal transformation. This is what we call the ordeal in the hero's journey. Abdullah makes it back to the palace, only to find out his whole quest was for nothing. His father already passed away. He's just consumed by grief, and he feels like he can't stay there anymore. He just wanders away from the palace, trades his royal clothes for a fisherman's rags, and basically just erases his old identity. The only thing he has from this new life is a simple fishing net. But just like the rabbit, there's more to this net than meets the eye. He figures out pretty quickly that it's magical. It's so strong that no fish in the entire ocean can break it. This is such a classic fairy tale move, right? A seemingly humble gift that holds the key to the future. It's his supernatural aid. So now he's a changed man, living a humble life. And wouldn't you know it, a new and even bigger challenge pops up. One that's going to force him to face his past and figure out what his purpose is now. His road of trials is about to begin. Abdullah is in a new city, and he keeps hearing the royal crier making the same announcement over and over again. The king says his daughter is the most beautiful princess in the entire world. But Abdullah knows better. He's actually seen Princess Nawahal, and he just can't let this false claim stand. So Abdullah, still dressed as a simple fisherman, publicly challenges the king. This is an incredibly bold and frankly dangerous thing to do for someone who looks like a nobody. The king is, you can imagine, absolutely furious. So he gives him an ultimatum. You have to bring this mysterious, more beautiful princess to my court in 2 weeks. If you do it, fine, you proved your point. But if you fail, you will be executed. So this just raises the stakes to a whole new level. Abdullah's little boast has put his life on the line. Now he has to go back to the place where he failed the first time, the demon fairy's territory, and pull off a rescue that seems completely and utterly impossible. To figure out what to do, Abdullah finds a palace made of golden sunflowers, where an old woman tells him what's happened. For helping him escape, Nawahal has been punished, severely. Her nightly existence is now a deep-sea terror, trapped in a cage at the bottom of the ocean. But this time is different. Abdullah isn't just a grieving prince anymore. He's armed with knowledge, and he has his one magical tool, that fishing net. He has a clear plan. That humble gift is about to become the key to saving the princess. And this brings us right to the final act, the hero's reward.
He has to face his public test, prove his worth, get his status back, and ultimately restore order to the world. The 2 weeks are up. Abdullah returns to the king's court. He's got Nawahil hidden inside a chest, and he's standing in front of a room full of people who are fully expecting to watch a poor fisherman meet his end. The tension is just immense.
Just as the guards move in to grab him, Abdullah asks for just one more moment. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out not a weapon, but a handful of simple silver coins. He tosses the coins into the air, and they don't just fall. They erupt into this magical, shimmering cloud of silver that fills the entire throne room. For a moment, everything is just hidden inside this beautiful, suspenseful haze. And then, when the cloud vanishes, standing in its place is Princess Nawahil, finally free from her curse and revealed in all her radiant beauty. The entire court is speechless. The king just looks down, defeated. Abdullah has proven his claim beyond any doubt. So with his honor restored and the princess saved, Abdullah returns to his own kingdom with Nawahil. They get married, and they finally get their happy ending, while the demon fairy and all her dark magic are just never heard from again. This story leaves us with a really fascinating question, doesn't it? Is a hero defined by the quest they start or the one they finish? Abdullah set out to find a rabbit for soup, and he failed. But in failing, he was put on a much greater path. It suggests that maybe true heroism isn't about succeeding at your original goal, but about how you rise to meet the unexpected and way more difficult challenges that life throws at you.